Hello everyone, welcome to Sharmit. In this session, we are going to talk about another very important topic of HTML, that is graphics. So from this session, we will start the series where we will discuss how we can create graphics in HTML web page. Okay, so mainly from this session, we will talk about canvas, what is canvas element, why do we need canvas element, and what are the benefits of using canvas element. So these all sessions we are going to discuss in this particular session. But before we start the session, I would like to recommend you to please go and check out the previously released sessions first, because they all are in proper sequence and sync. So if you follow them sequentially, then it would be very easy for you to understand the ongoing topic. Because for now, we are just focusing on the canvas part, but prior to that, we discussed many other important topics like HTML table, list, and many more other things, right? Alright, okay, so now we will talk about the canvas. So what is canvas? So let's start with the definition itself, like what is canvas element and why do we need it, okay? And then we will see how we can write the code for canvas. So if I talk about the canvas element, then it is an element used in HTML to draw the graphics such as shapes, images, and animations directly in a web page. Okay, and it is a container for graphics that is rendered using JavaScript. Yes, that is true. In order to implement these graphics, we would need to use some part of JavaScript. I know that JavaScript playlist is not covered yet, but don't worry. For now, we will just focus on the basic JavaScript. But whenever there is a need to discuss it in detail, at the time of covering the JavaScript playlist, we will discuss each and everything again. Okay, and it's not that difficult. You just need to write one small script, and that I'll explain you line by line, so it will not cause any issue. But yes, this topic should be covered along with the HTML playlist itself, because this is again some part of HTML that we are consuming, right? Okay, in fact, like if we talk about JavaScript, CSS, they all are related, but it's better to at least try to cover those points which is important for us. Okay, all right. So I think canvas definition is clear, that it is an element in HTML used to draw graphics such as shapes, images, animations directly in a web page. In other words, you can say it is a container for graphics that is rendered using JavaScript. Now, the canvas element does not have any visible content by default, so it requires a script to define its visual element. Okay, so in order to define visual element, we do need a JavaScript. So this is the definition. Now, if we talk about the code, then you can see it's a straightforward code here. I have noted down where we have title in the head section. Then we have heading, which is showing HTML by Sharmit, and that's it. Okay. Now what we can do, we can save this thing here and refresh it on browser. So you will see it is showing this HTML by Sharmit. That is clear. Okay, and expected. Now let's write the further code. Here I will write H2. And then we will write introduction of canvas element in HTML. So this is our main topic, introduction of canvas element in HTML. Now, just after that, what we will do, we will create a canvas. As I mentioned, that canvas doesn't contain any own styling or visible content. For styling, we can use CSS, and for visual content, we can use JavaScript for rendering. Okay, then how we can create the canvas? So to create a canvas, you need to write here canvas element like this. Then we are supposed to pass the first attribute as ID. Now why ID? We discussed already about the ID, like what is ID, how we can use it and all. So ID is mainly used in order to set the name, or you can say unique name to this element, which we will use to access this particular canvas. So here I can give the name as ID as canvas1. Clear? After that, you have to set the width and height. So let's say I want to set my width as 600 pixels. So I can pass like this. Then we have height, where we will pass it as 300 pixels and save it. After a save, we can refresh it, and just after a refresh, you will see that nothing is happening. Why? We have created the canvas, but it is not visible here. Yes, because there is no visible content and styling applied to this canvas so far. So if you haven't specified it, then you will not be able to see any differences. So how we can add the differences, or how we can visualize it? So to visualize it, you can do one thing. You can set the border. How? For that, you just need to write here style. Then you can pass border, and here you can pass, for example, 2 pixels solid black. Okay, that's it. So once you added these things, 2 pixels solid black, just save your code and refresh it, and then you will see there is one canvas coming up here which is showing the canvas. Like you can now visualize the canvas, right? So we have set the height and width as 600 and 300 pixels, so accordingly it is showing that. Now if you want to increase the border size, so you can, let's say if I want to set it as 10 pixels, so it will come like this. Clear? So this is how the thing works. Now similarly, if you want to change the color, so let's say if I change the color through these selectors, so what I can do, I can select any selector here, maybe like this. Okay, so you can select it and just click on enter, save it and refresh it. So now you can see it has been changed. Clear? And border is again set to 2 pixel. Maybe we can make it as 10 pixel. It looks more good. Yeah. So now you can see the color has been changed. So one way is to change the color through these selectors. Otherwise, you can do one thing. You can simply specify the color name here as we did earlier. Like if I want to set the color as blue, I can set it. That's it. Clear? So this is how we can set the border for the canvas element. Now if you want to set any specific color as well as a background color, then you can do that as well. How? For that, you just need to write here. Here you can put a background color, and then you can select any color from this list. So let's say I want to select with brown, so it is coming like this. Clear? So this is how we can style the canvas in order to show a proper background color as well as border. And these all things are customizable. That means if you want to change the color later, yes, you are good to go. You just need to write the color name in different way, and then it will work accordingly. Let's say in place of brown, I want any other color. So I can simply go here, remove this part, and accordingly I can put my color. Let's say pink. So what it will do, it will simply change my canvas color to pink. Okay, likewise for border color, if you want to change anything else, you can change it. Clear? So this is how we can set the properties to these canvas. Now one more thing I want to show you, that so far we have just seen how we can create a canvas in HTML web page, but we didn't discuss how we can render the thing, because we were talking about creating the graphics. So that is not graphic. We are just creating a canvas. We are just enabling the canvas so far. And what is canvas? You can say it is just a container. So we just created one container where we can create the graphics. And to create the graphics, we would need some part of JavaScript. So to explain that thing, what I will do in the next session, I will show you the basic example to create some shapes like rectangle, circle and line and many other things. Okay, so one by one we will discuss each and everything in the upcoming sessions. Meanwhile, please do share your knowledge for the question, and today's question is, when we define the video element, when we embed the video through YouTube, then how we can set or make it as looping video. So you just need to write the attribute and its value that we use in order to loop the video. So I hope you will share the answer, and those who are consistently creating the those who are consistently sharing the answers in comment section are getting they will be spotlighted in the upcoming sessions for sure. So yeah, that's all for today. In the next session we will discuss few more things. So thank you for watching Texture Myth.